Throughout the 2022 Tour de France, Wout van Aert is one of the riders who stood out the most. Which of Wout van Aert's performances during the Tour de France was your favorite? Is there no way to defeat him? Wout van Aert is one of the most talented players of his generation. He has had more victories in cyclocross and more recently on the road than there are fingers on both hands. However, despite our efforts, we were not successful. Hey intellectuals, welcome back to Cycling News Live. In today's video, we are going to talk about the top 10 most important cycling moments of Wout van Aert. So stay with us till the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this information. But before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell symbol so that you don't miss out on any of our wonderful videos in the future. Let's get started. Additionally, the Belgian star won the Combativity Award for the most combative rider in 2022. Wout van Aert, a phenomenal cyclist from Belgium, was honored on the final day of the 2022 Tour de France by receiving two trophies: the green jersey, which is given to the rider who accumulates the most points over the course of the 3 weeks of road racing, and the Combativity Award, which is given to the rider who displays the most aggressive riding style. The 27-year-old set the goal of winning the points classification at this year's edition of the world-famous road cycling event, and he accomplished a record-breaking total of 480 points on the strength of consistency and three-stage victories, beating Peter Sagan's 2018 total of 477 points in the process. Van Aert also finished in second place 4 times and had a third-place finish to end with 194 points more than Jasper Philipsen, the rider who came in second place. Points are granted to the riders who win or place high in stages, time trials, and intermediate sprints during the legendary event. Not only that, but Van Aert was an essential domestique when the Tour of France went into the mountains, which ensured that his Danish Jumbo-Visma teammate Jonas Vingegaard also won the overall race time classification as well as the coveted winner's yellow jersey. This was accomplished by Van Aert's participation in the Tour of France. Here are 10 unforgettable highlights from his incredible ride in the Tour de France in 2022. Number 1. Stage 1 strong start. 176 other professional cyclists started off the Tour de France 2022 in the city of Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark. This was the first of 3 stages that would take place in Denmark before the race moved on to France. The first stage of the race was an individual time trial, which is a discipline that Van Aert is quite excellent at. He has even won a silver medal in it at the World Championships, and he performed exceptionally well despite the rainy circumstances to finish in second place. 2. Yellow jersey for the second stage. The second stage of the race, which went from Roskilde to Nyborg, concluded with a bunch finish and a sprint to the line. Despite the fact that Van Aert was defeated in the sprint to the line by Fabio Jacobsen of the Netherlands, he is now in the lead of the overall general time classification and wears the yellow jersey because he received bonus seconds for finishing in second place. He said, "The act of donning the shirt results in an exciting emotion. I have frequently come dangerously close to failing, but this time I was successful. The yellow jersey is a good reward, despite the fact that I had finished in second place in the previous 2 stages. 3. The fourth stage is to go it alone. The Tour de France is finally back on the French peninsula, with a stage that goes from Dunkirk to Calais as Van Aert puts in an aggressive performance in the yellow jersey. He makes a remarkable solo escape 10 kilometers out from the finish and holds on to the finish line to earn him his first win. He stated, "The yellow jersey makes me feel like I can fly. This has to be one of the most mind-blowing achievements of my whole career." 4. The end of stage 6, no more yellow. He closes the lead in the general time classification to Slovenian Tadej Pogačar on stage 6 from Binche to Longwy, but he goes down fighting. He first broke away in a 3-man breakaway early in the stage, and then he went solo with 30 kilometers left before being caught and passed 11 kilometers from the finish. 5. The final stage of the race is a sprint. The 8th stage of the Tour de France takes place in Switzerland, and it will go down as one of Van Aert's most memorable victories since he took his second stage win at Lausanne in a wonderfully timed sprint finish. He disclosed that it was crucial for me to win this stage so that I could extend my point advantage. During the last sprint, there was a lot of pressure on everyone, but fortunately for me, I perform at my best when the pressure is high. 6. Stage 15, still strong. After several challenging days in the mountains, where Van Aert had been in the service of his team leader Vingegaard, the Belgian was allowed freedom on stage 15's flat finish from Rodet to Carcassonne. In the end, Van Aert finished second behind Philipsen for his 6th podium so far in this year's race. Philipsen is currently in the lead in the race. 7. The 17th stage is when one is mathematically certain. Van Aert mathematically wraps up his green jersey points victory during stage 17 from Saint-Gaudens to Périgueux. He does this by finishing second in the intermediate sprint, which brings his points to total up to 399 points overall, with just a maximum of 220 points left to be won, which is quite an accomplishment. 8. The final stage is the team sacrifice. On stage 18, Van Aert gets into an early breakaway in the Pyrenees. He then stays at the top of the race for most of the day, before helping to increase the tempo at the front so that his teammate Vingegaard can leave behind his nearest competitor, Pogačar. After a tremendous effort, Vingegaard was able to take the stage win, while Van Aert ultimately crossed the line in third place. 9. Stage 20, Time Trial Triumph. Despite his massive efforts on stage 18, Van Aert recovers well and takes his third stage win in a 40.7 kilometer time trial from La Capelle-Marival to Rocamadour. His time of 47 minutes 59 seconds and 24 seconds beats the time of several other riders who specialize in time trials. Vingegaard comes close to securing the victory for the yellow jersey, capping off a memorable day for Van Aert and Jumbo-Visma. He expressed his excitement, "I'm emotional." The events of the day felt like something out of a dream. I'd want to express my gratitude to everyone in our team for the incredible experience we shared over the past 3 weeks. The 10th and last stage, the moment for celebration. Van Aert decides not to compete in the sprint on the iconic finish of the Champs-Élysées in Paris on the final stage, and instead rolls in across the finish line side by side with his 5 remaining Jumbo-Visma teammates, including the 2022 Tour de France champion Vingegaard. This decision allows Van Aert to cross the finish line with his 5 remaining Jumbo-Visma teammates. Van Aert finishes in 22nd place overall in the general classification with 480 points, which is the most points scored in the contemporary era. In addition to this, he wins the Super Combative title for being the rider that shows the highest level of aggression during this competition. And that's it for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions or comments, please share them with us in the comment space below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.